Iowa football has had a lot of good announcements as it relates to guys returning for an extra year. Yesterday, it was cornerback Jamari Harris. We've seen lineman Nick DeJean announce he's returning, Luke Lachey, Jay Higgins. I expect more. But on this Thursday, Hawkeye fans were dealt a blow, and one that many expected was coming. We'll talk about the departure of one of Iowa's all-time best, cornerback Cooper DeJean, declaring for the NFL draft. We'll talk about it in just a second. I do want to remind everybody, though, to support our sponsors. They're the ones that make this show possible, to make this platform possible. Please support Iowa Floor Covering. If you're starting a project or thinking about a project, perhaps it's a tile shower or some type of flooring project, maybe a DIY flooring project, the guys down at Iowa Floor Covering in Bondurant can help you immensely. Give them a call at 515-379-7000. That's 515-379-7000. Tyler, Ryan, and the guys will help you with whatever you need. You can also visit them online at iowafloorcovering.com. Iowa Floor Covering in Bondurant. So the news that just broke just minutes ago, as I record this Thursday afternoon, just after 4 p.m., Iowa cornerback and punt returner and all-time great Cooper DeJean has announced he is leaving for the NFL draft. Now, a couple things I want to run through here before we get to the official announcement from Cooper, how it affects Iowa moving forward. Obviously, this is a blow. I wish nothing but the best for Cooper DeJean. I respect Cooper so much, and he is one of my favorite all-time Hawkeyes just for what he gave the team, not only on the field, but off the field. He's a small-town kid that kind of beat the odds, wasn't real highly regarded out of high school, was a terrific athlete. And what a career, even though it didn't last as long as many people wanted it to. There's a reason, because he's got an opportunity to make a lot of money as a first-round draft pick in the NFL draft. But I want to make clear on this. About a month ago, less than a month ago, I had a pretty good source indicate to me that it sounded like there was a good shot that Cooper was returning. And I've been, over the past month, I've said it several times, to just hang tight and don't assume he's leaving. I've said several times, stay tuned for an announcement from Cooper, because it sounded like for a while this has been a decision that's been actually a decision. It was not a foregone conclusion that Cooper DeJean was leaving. And no doubt Cooper agonized over this decision. He loves being a Hawkeye. He loves Iowa. At some point, you got to do what's best for you. I feel like we have this conversation each and every year. Similar conversation that we had with Lucas Van Ness last year, who was a first-round draft pick for the Green Bay Packers. And so I was told, again, about a month ago, that it sounded like there was a pretty good shot. This was pretty good authority, too, that it gave me the indication that there was a pretty good shot Cooper would return to Iowa. Now, over the last few days, I had another source close to the program tell me, hey, I think Cooper might be leaving. And Cooper did not delay in making this announcement. Another reason to respect Cooper. A lot of guys are going to wait. Nationally, will wait until the deadline. And I think this provides some clarity for Iowa. If he's confident at this point here on January 4th, hey, I've got to go pursue the NFL. It's my dream. I'm going to be a first-round draft pick. This is what I'm going to do. I really applaud him, because he could stretch this on, get a lot of attention, make it a big deal. He doesn't, right? He posts this on social media and lets the staff know, hey, you got a spot to fill, a major spot, a major gap to fill as I'm leaving for the NFL draft. So as I thought even a month ago, just because there was indication that Cooper might return, it's a lot of money to turn down, a lot of opportunity to turn down. I was hopeful. I think a lot of people were hopeful, but this announcement does not surprise me. Here's the official announcement from Cooper DeJean via his social media. He says, and I quote, "These past 3 years have been filled with memories that will last a lifetime. Putting on the black and gold and playing in Kinnick Stadium has been a dream of mine since I was a little kid, and it has been everything I expected and more. I would like to start off by thanking God for being in the position I am today. I'd also like to thank my family for their support and for making countless trips across the country to watch me play the game I love. I want to thank Coach Ferentz for the special opportunity to play at the University of Iowa, Coach Parker for all he has taught me, and for sharing the passion he has for the game, and the rest of the staff who take so much pride in teaching the game and doing things the right way. Thank you to my teammates for the many memories we have made together on and off the field. I am nothing without you guys. I've enjoyed being around so many guys who push one another to get better every single day. Thank you, Hawkeye Nation, for your continued support. It has been so much fun to play in front of the best fans in the country each and every week. With that being said, I am declaring for the NFL draft. Go Hawks." Best of wishes to Cooper DeJean, one of my all-time favorites, not just for what he brings on the field, but what he's brought off the field. Very humble guy. We've worked with his partner over at RTI Threads with his merch line throughout the year. We'll continue to work with RTI Threads. They're a big part of our post-game coverage, not just for football, for basketball as well, moving forward. And I wish the Odebolt native Cooper DeJean all the best. As it relates to Iowa, it does open up a scholarship. There have been talks about maybe Iowa going to the portal at defensive back. Perhaps that becomes now priority number one. We'll talk about a potential quarterback transfer that's visiting Iowa City this weekend. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But I think cornerback is still probably the biggest need. It was great, huge that Iowa got Jamari Harris back. And I think that helps fans. I mean, there's no replacing Cooper DeJean, especially what he brings on special teams. And as a gunner, his value cannot be overstated. He is absolutely one of the best players that's ever played here. And frankly, he deserves to have his name on the press box someday. He's that good. So Harris coming back will help. You hope DeShaun Lee continues to improve. TJ Hall, a lot of upside with that young man, dealt with a lot of injuries this year. He's going to be stepping into a role where he's going to have an opportunity. How about Zach Lutmer, another RTI Threads player who has an opportunity, who's got similar deceptive speed to Cooper DeJean. Really good small-town athlete from Western Iowa. There are some parallels there. But this is the news at this hour, folks. Cooper DeJean, Iowa star cornerback, gunner, and punt returner. Cooper DeJean will be headed to the NFL draft. And a lot of people will remember Cooper for his incredible punt returns. But again, for who he was on and off the field, he will forever be one of the all-time greats in Iowa City. Appreciate you tuning in for a brief update on the roster. We'll continue to give you coverage each and every day, even though the season's in the books. Of course, we got the football national championship, college football playoff national championship next Monday, but continued Hawkeye coverage over the coming days, weeks, and months.